Have you ever picked up a banana or a bunch of grapes thinking you're making the healthiest choice, only to feel tired, bloated, or off for the rest of the day? You're not alone. What I'm about to share might surprise you and could even explain some of those mystery symptoms you've been dealing with. If you're over 60 and care about your health, hit that like button so YouTube knows this matters. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-saving tips every week. And share this video with a friend or loved one who needs to hear this today. Have you ever noticed strange symptoms after eating certain fruits? Let me know in the comments. I read every one, and your experience could help someone else. Starfruit and kidney health. A hidden danger for aging kidneys. Starfruit might look like an exotic treat, perfect for brightening up a fruit salad with its stunning star shape. It's low in calories, high in vitamin C, and often seen as a guilt-free indulgence. But what many people don't realize is that starfruit contains a neurotoxin that can be harmful, even dangerous, for anyone with reduced kidney function. And here's the surprising part. Kidney function naturally declines as we age, even if we don't have diagnosed kidney disease. Why is starfruit risky? Our kidneys act as the body's natural filter, removing waste and toxins from the bloodstream. But as we get older, this process slows down. By age 70, most people have lost 30–40% of their kidney function compared to when they were 30. The toxin found in starfruit, caramboxin, can build up in the bloodstream if the kidneys aren't able to clear it efficiently. This can lead to symptoms like confusion, muscle weakness, and in severe cases, seizures or even death. Take the case of Richard, a 74-year-old retired engineer from Arizona. He'd never had kidney problems, or so he thought. After seeing starfruit at his local farmer's market, he started adding it to his morning smoothies, assuming he was making a healthy choice. Within a few days, he felt unusually fatigued and had trouble focusing. One morning, he forgot his own phone number and had difficulty following a conversation with his daughter. Concerned, his family took him to the hospital, where doctors discovered that his mild, undiagnosed kidney impairment had allowed the toxins from starfruit to accumulate in his system, leading to neurological symptoms. How common is this problem? You might be wondering, how big of an issue is this really? According to the National Kidney Foundation, 1 in 3 Americans over the age of 65 has some degree of kidney disease, and most don't even know it. Since kidney disease is often symptomless in its early stages, many people continue eating foods that their bodies can no longer process efficiently, unknowingly putting themselves at risk. Dr. James Carter, a nephrologist at the Cleveland Clinic, has seen an increase in starfruit-related cases in recent years. The problem isn't just that starfruit contains this toxin, he explains, but that it can cause serious neurological issues even in people with only mild kidney impairment, the kind that wouldn't otherwise impact their daily lives. How to protect yourself. If you love tropical fruits but want to avoid the risks associated with starfruit, consider these safer alternatives. Dragon fruit, equally exotic, but without the dangerous neurotoxins. Mangoes, packed with vitamin C and fiber, plus a naturally sweet flavor. Asian pears, crisp and refreshing with none of the kidney concerns. If you do choose to eat starfruit, keep portions extremely small, just a few slices, and monitor how you feel afterward. Any signs of confusion, extreme fatigue, or muscle weakness should be taken seriously. Final thought, know your kidney health. The biggest takeaway? Many older adults are living with reduced kidney function without realizing it. If you're over 60, consider asking your doctor for a kidney function test, creatinine, or eGFR, to better understand your risk factors. Small dietary adjustments can make a significant difference in protecting your long-term health. Have you ever tried starfruit? Did you notice any unusual effects? Share your experiences in the comments below. Grapes and blood sugar, a sweet snack with hidden risks. Popping a handful of grapes into your mouth feels like one of the healthiest choices you can make. After all, they're fruit, right? But here's something many people don't realize. A single cup of grapes contains around 23 grams of sugar, roughly the same as a small candy bar. While this may not be a big deal when you're younger, Our bodies don't process sugar as efficiently as we age. Why do grapes affect blood sugar so much? As we get older, our pancreas produces less insulin, and our cells become more resistant to it, leading to higher blood sugar spikes. This is why diabetes and prediabetes become more common with age. In fact, according to the CDC, nearly 50% of adults over 65 have prediabetes, and many don't even know it. Foods like grapes, which have a high glycemic index, can cause sudden spikes in blood sugar, followed by an energy crash, leaving you feeling tired and irritable. Take Nancy, a 68-year-old retired schoolteacher from Ohio. She always kept a bowl of grapes in her fridge, thinking they were the perfect healthy snack. But she started noticing that after eating them, she'd feel lightheaded, sluggish, and sometimes even a little dizzy. One day, she decided to check her blood sugar about an hour after snacking and was shocked to see it had skyrocketed. Her doctor later confirmed she had prediabetes, and her healthy snack was working against her. Now, she cuts her grapes into quarters and limits herself to just a small handful, pairing them with protein like cheese or nuts to slow down sugar absorption. A surprising choking hazard. Aside from their impact on blood sugar, grapes present another risk that many older adults overlook: choking. Their small, slippery shape makes them one of the top choking hazards for seniors. As we age, our swallowing reflex naturally slows down, increasing the risk of choking incidents. The National Safety Council reports that choking-related emergencies involving grapes among seniors have increased by nearly 30% in the past 5 years. Dr. Sarah Martinez, an emergency physician in Chicago, told me she frequently treats older adults who have choked on grapes. The problem is that grapes are the perfect size to block an airway, and their smooth skin creates a tight seal, making them difficult to dislodge, she explains. Many people don't realize their swallowing reflex has weakened until they experience a frightening choking episode. How to eat grapes safely. If you love grapes, you don't have to give them up entirely, but a few simple changes can make a big difference. Always cut grapes into halves or quarters to reduce the choking risk. Limit yourself to about 10 grapes per sitting to keep sugar intake in check. Pair grapes with a protein source, like a handful of nuts or a slice of cheese, to slow down the sugar absorption. Consider lower sugar, high-fiber alternatives, such as strawberries, blackberries, or apple slices. Final thoughts: enjoying grapes without the risks. Grapes can still be part of a healthy diet, but as we age, it's important to be mindful of how they affect our blood sugar and overall safety. By making small adjustments like portion control, pairing with protein, and cutting them into smaller pieces, you can continue enjoying this delicious fruit without unintended health consequences. Have you ever noticed feeling sluggish or lightheaded after eating grapes? Do you already cut them before eating? Share your experiences in the comments below. Avocados and medication interactions. A superfood with a hidden side effect, avocados have earned their place as a nutritional powerhouse, loaded with heart-healthy fats, fiber, and essential vitamins. But while they're praised for their health benefits, avocados can interfere with certain medications, making them a risky choice for some people, especially seniors, who are more likely to be on long-term prescriptions. Why can avocados be problematic? A medium avocado contains about 240 calories and 22 grams of fat, comparable to a small cheeseburger. While these fats are considered healthy, they can alter how the body absorbs medications, particularly those for blood pressure, blood thinning, and cholesterol management. Dr. Thomas Ingen, a clinical pharmacist specializing in geriatric care, explains, many medications need to be taken on an empty stomach or with specific types of foods. The high fat content in avocados can either speed up or slow down absorption, potentially making them less effective or increasing side effects. This can be particularly concerning for individuals on warfarin, a common blood thinner, or statins, cholesterol-lowering drugs, where even slight changes in absorption can have serious consequences. A real-world example: Eleanor, a 75-year-old retiree from California, couldn't understand why her blood pressure readings were suddenly erratic, despite following her medication regimen religiously. It wasn't until a routine doctor's visit that she made the connection she had recently started eating avocado toast every morning, right after taking her blood pressure medication. When she adjusted her routine by eating avocados later in the day, her readings stabilized. Unexpected allergy risk. Another issue? Latex fruit syndrome, a condition where people who are sensitive to latex may develop allergic reactions to certain fruits, including avocados. This condition becomes more common with age, even in individuals who have eaten these foods for years without problems. Symptoms can range from mild itching in the mouth to digestive distress or even difficulty breathing. If you have a latex sensitivity, it's worth discussing with your doctor whether you should limit or avoid avocados. How to enjoy avocados safely. Time it right. If you take medications affected by fats, wait at least 2 hours before or after eating avocados. Stick to smaller portions. A quarter of an avocado, about 60 calories, is a safer serving size. Monitor for allergy symptoms. If you notice any unusual reactions after eating avocados, consult your doctor. Try alternatives. If you're looking for similar health benefits, consider olive oil, walnuts, or chia seeds, which offer heart-healthy fats but with fewer medication concerns. Final thoughts. Balance is key. Avocados are undoubtedly a nutritious choice, but they aren't for everyone. If you're taking medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or blood thinning, being mindful of when and how you consume avocados could help avoid unexpected complications. Did you know avocados could interact with medications? Have you experienced any side effects? Let us know in the comments below. Oranges and digestive and dental health. When citrus becomes a problem, a glass of fresh orange juice or a juicy orange may seem like the perfect way to start your day. After all, oranges are packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. But what many people don't realize is that their high acidity can trigger digestive issues, interfere with medications, and even damage teeth, especially as we age. How oranges affect digestion. More than 60% of adults over 60 experience acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease. GERD, a condition where stomach acid flows back into the esophagus, causing heartburn and discomfort. This happens because the lower esophageal sphincter LES, a muscle that prevents stomach acid from rising, weakens with age. Foods high in acid like oranges can make symptoms significantly worse. Take Margaret, a 70-year-old from Florida. She suffered from daily heartburn for years, relying on antacids without much relief. It wasn't until she eliminated citrus from her breakfast that her symptoms finally improved. I had no idea my healthy morning habit was the root of my discomfort, she admitted. Within days of cutting out her daily orange, her reflux almost disappeared. Oranges and medication interference. Oranges aren't just a problem for digestion, they can also reduce the effectiveness of certain medications. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, citrus fruits, especially oranges and grapefruit, contain compounds that can block enzymes needed for proper drug metabolism. This is particularly concerning for medications such as blood pressure medications like calcium channel blockers, certain antibiotics, antihistamines. This interference can either increase the medication's side effects or decrease its effectiveness, making it harder for your body to get the intended benefits. The dental dilemma, acid erosion. Another overlooked issue is dental health. As we age, our tooth enamel naturally thins, making it more susceptible to acid erosion. Oranges have a pH between 3 and 4, which is highly acidic and can wear down enamel over time. Dr. Emily Roberts, a geriatric dentist in Philadelphia, warns, many of my older patients come in with unexpected tooth sensitivity, and often their diet is the culprit. Frequent exposure to acidic fruits can weaken enamel, leading to cavities and discomfort. How to enjoy oranges without the drawbacks. Eat them at the right time. Avoid eating oranges first thing in the morning or right before bed, when stomach acid levels are naturally higher. Space them out from medications. Wait at least 2 hours after taking medication before consuming citrus. Rinse your mouth afterward. This helps neutralize the acid and protect your teeth. Choose gentler alternatives. If you need vitamin C without the acidity, Consider red bell peppers, kiwis, strawberries, or broccoli. Final thoughts. A balanced approach. Oranges can still be part of a healthy diet, but timing and moderation matter. If you struggle with acid reflux, take daily medications, or have sensitive teeth, making small adjustments like eating citrus at the right time and rinsing after consumption can help you enjoy the benefits of oranges without the unwanted side effects. Have you noticed any digestive discomfort or tooth sensitivity after eating oranges? Share your experience in the comments below. Watermelon and fluid balance, a refreshing snack with hidden risks. There's nothing quite like biting into a juicy slice of watermelon on a hot summer day. With its high water content and natural sweetness, it seems like the perfect way to stay hydrated and cool. But what many people don't realize is that watermelon can disrupt fluid balance in older adults, strain the heart, and spike blood sugar levels more than you might expect. Why can watermelon be problematic? Watermelon is 92% water, which is great for hydration. But for seniors, especially those with heart conditions or kidney disease, too much water can be just as dangerous as too little. As we age, our kidneys naturally become less efficient at filtering fluids, leading to a higher risk of fluid retention. Excess fluid can put strain on the heart, increasing blood pressure and leading to swelling in the legs, feet, or even shortness of breath. Take Betty, a 78-year-old retiree from Arizona, for example. She started eating watermelon every afternoon to stay cool during the scorching summer months. Within a week, she noticed her ankles were swelling, and one night, she woke up struggling to breathe. A trip to the emergency room revealed that her heart was working overtime to handle the excess fluid, making her symptoms worse. Dr. Michael Chen, a cardiologist at Northwestern Memorial Hospital, explains, many seniors are already taking diuretics to manage fluid balance. When they consume high water content foods like watermelon in large quantities, it can counteract their medications, leading to fluid overload and increased heart strain. The blood sugar surprise, another unexpected issue? Watermelon's impact on blood sugar. While it may not seem like a high sugar food, its glycemic index (GI) ranges between 72 and 80, which is considered high. This means watermelon can raise blood sugar almost as quickly as a sugary drink. For seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes, which affects about 50% of Americans over 65, according to the CDC, this can contribute to blood sugar spikes, followed by energy crashes. Watermelon and potassium, a hidden concern. Watermelon is also high in potassium, an essential mineral that helps regulate blood pressure and muscle function. However, for those with kidney disease, excess potassium can accumulate in the blood, leading to irregular heartbeats or even heart failure. Since kidney function naturally declines with age, even seniors without diagnosed kidney disease should monitor potassium intake. How to enjoy watermelon without the risks. If you love watermelon, you don't have to cut it out completely, just make a few adjustments. Stick to a 1-cup serving size, about the size of your fist, to avoid fluid overload and blood sugar spikes. Eat it earlier in the day rather than in the evening, when fluid retention tends to worsen. Pair it with protein or healthy fats, like nuts or Greek yogurt, to slow down sugar absorption. Check for signs of swelling by pressing your thumb against your ankle for 5 seconds. If the indentation stays, you might be retaining fluid and should consult your doctor. Try alternatives like cantaloupe, lower glycemic index, cucumber slices in water hydration without excess sugar, or frozen berries, great for cooling down with less impact on blood sugar. Final thoughts. Moderation is key. Watermelon is a delicious and hydrating fruit, but like all things, it should be eaten in moderation, especially for those managing heart health, kidney function, or blood sugar levels. By keeping portion sizes reasonable and being mindful of when and how you consume it, you can still enjoy this summer favorite without unintended health risks. Have you ever experienced swelling or sugar crashes after eating watermelon? Let us know in the comments below. Papaya and medication interactions. A tropical treat with unexpected risks. Papayas are often praised for their digestive benefits, thanks to an enzyme called papain that helps break down proteins. While this tropical fruit can be a great addition to a balanced diet, it also has hidden risks for people taking certain medications, particularly blood thinners. For some, it may even trigger allergic reactions, especially as sensitivities develop with age. Why can papaya be a problem? The enzyme papain, naturally found in papaya, acts as a digestive aid, but also thins the blood. For individuals taking anticoagulants like warfarin, Coumadin, or aspirin, this effect can enhance the risk of bleeding, sometimes without any noticeable symptoms until a serious issue arises. Dr. Lisa Rodriguez, a geriatric pharmacist in Miami, warns, many people don't realize that natural enzymes like papain can interact with medications just as much as prescription drugs do. Papaya may seem harmless, but when combined with blood thinners, it can increase the risk of internal bleeding. A real-life example, James, a 72-year-old veteran from Texas, had been taking warfarin for years to prevent blood clots. After hearing about the digestive benefits of papaya, he started eating a bowl of it every morning. Within weeks, his doctor noticed that his blood work showed signs of excessive blood thinning, putting him at risk for dangerous bruising and internal bleeding. Once James reduced his papaya intake and carefully timed it away from his medication, his levels stabilized. Papaya and latex fruit syndrome. Another lesser-known risk is latex fruit syndrome, a condition where people who are allergic to latex may develop a cross-reaction to certain fruits, including papaya. As we age, our immune system changes, making us more susceptible to new allergies, even if we've eaten these foods before without issues. Symptoms can range from mild itching or tingling in the mouth to digestive discomfort, rashes, or even breathing difficulties. According to the American College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, about 6% of adults have some form of latex sensitivity, and many don't realize they might be at risk when eating certain fruits. Digestive sensitivities, not always gentle on the stomach, despite its reputation as a digestive aid. Papaya can sometimes cause bloating, gas, or stomach discomfort, particularly for older adults whose digestive systems are more sensitive. The same papain enzyme that helps with digestion can also irritate the stomach lining, leading to unexpected discomfort. How to eat papaya safely. If you enjoy papaya but take medications or have potential sensitivities, here's how to reduce your risk. Limit portions to 14th cup per serving to minimize blood thinning effects. Avoid eating papaya within 2-3 hours of taking blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. Watch for allergy symptoms such as itching, swelling, or stomach discomfort, especially if you have a history of latex sensitivity. Try alternative digestive aids like ginger tea, yogurt with live probiotics, or fermented foods like kimchi, which can support digestion without the same medication risks. Final thoughts. Awareness is key. Papaya can still be a delicious and beneficial fruit, but knowing how it interacts with your body and medications is crucial. If you take blood thinners or have a history of allergies, it's best to consult your doctor before making papaya a regular part of your diet. Have you ever experienced unexpected effects from eating papaya? Let us know in the comments below.